Hi, I'm Melisa with MaKa Movement and welcome back to our 30-day challenge. Today we are working on inversions. So a headstand, tripod headstand, and bound hand headstand. Inversions require a lot of shoulder strength, a lot of core strength. So we're going to do Surya Namaskar A to warm up our body, prepare our shoulders, and get our shoulders and core a little active, and then we'll come into our headstand preps, all right? So I want long necks, extra long necks. We don't really want pressure on our head even when we're in headstand. Inhale, arms up, palms touch, look up. Exhale, dive forward, hands to the floor, Uttanasana. Let your head come down. Here we surrender. Head folds forward. Kiss your shins if you can. Inhale, look up, lengthen your spine. Half lift, squeeze those shoulder blades back and together. Get used to this feeling of a long, long neck. Exhale, Chaturanga Dandasana, this low push-up. Inhale, upward facing dog. Exhale, downward facing dog. 5 breaths. 1, 2, keep drawing your belly in. Let there be a lot of core here. 3, a lot of quads. 4, 5. Inhale, look up, float forward. There's your core strength. Exhale, fold. Inhale, your arms up, palms touch. Exhale, Samastitihi. Okay, again, inhale. Exhale, fold. This is Vinyasa 2. Inhale, half lift. 3. Exhale, float back. 4. Inhale, up dog. 5. Exhale, down dog. 6. 5 breaths. 1. Belly's in. 2. 3. Strong shoulders. 4. 5. Inhale, float forward. Half lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms up. Samastitihi. Again, inhale, arms up. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, chaturanga. We look forward. Inhale, up. Exhale, down. Okay, now I want you to walk your feet together. Raise your right leg up. Keep your hips square. Keep your toes reaching toward the floor. Just feel some weight. Lift your heel. Roll forward. And then raise it back. So you're just starting to bring some weight into your shoulders. And then back. And forward, and then back. Switch sides. Leg is active. Roll forward, and back, and forward, and back, and forward, and back. Good, now you can walk your feet in a little bit closer. So here, now, there's more core. Raise your leg up. Again, heel lifts. Reach forward, and back, and forward. So same flexing and pointing my ankle. Forward and back, and I'm getting used to this idea of more weight being forward, getting over any fear of face planting, and forward and back. Lower the feet to the floor. Okay, so now we're coming into a dolphin forearm. Okay, so I want you to drop both forearms at the same time. They turn in. See how my elbows turn in? Drop forearms down. So here's a lot of core. My fingers are spread pretty wide. I'm looking forward. I'm walking my feet in slightly. All I'm gonna do is lift my heels up, come onto my tippy toes, lower them back down. Lift up, lower down. Now I'm pushing away from the floor. So I'm pushing my forearms and my hands into the floor in order to get my body farther away from the floor. One more time. Good, hands back down. Walk those hands in a little bit closer. Come back up onto the balls of your feet. Just shift your weight forward. Round your back for right now. Just feel that rounding, that stretch. And then lower down. Again, lift up, round, and lower down. Lift up, round, lower down. One more time. Lift up, round, and lower down. Drop to your knees. Okay, so if you don't feel like you have the shoulder strength or the core strength yet to come into full headstand, then we work in preps and we take it in stages. It's really important to protect your neck, and if people carry stress in their traps, then those muscles get really, really tight. So we want to make sure that we're constantly letting our shoulders come down. Okay, so here, for the first one, Padahasta Shirshasana A, it's your bound hand headstand. So the way that we're going to measure where we want our elbows to be is to reach around and grab your triceps. So a lot of times people will make the mistake of bringing their elbows too wide, and then they'll interlace their hands here. But if we do that, then what happens is this. So reach around, grab your elbows, triceps, and then bring your hands together, interlace your fingers, push your forearms on the floor, and let your thumbs come up for right now. So your thumbs are kind of holding the back of your head. The crown of your head is the flattest part. If you take the bridge of your hand or the heel of your hand, put it on the bridge of your nose, where your middle finger stops, that's the flattest part of your head, and that's what you want to be down on the ground. Okay, so here we come down. I reach my shoulders to the sky, and my thumbs are kind of just cupping the back of my head. And then I lift up. Now walk your feet a little closer to your head. Keep pushing your shoulder blades to the sky. Draw your belly in, lots of core. Keep pushing your forearms down to the floor and shoulder blades up to the sky. Bend one knee. So it's just a little like heel to butt. Your toe might come off the floor. Bend the other knee. Now keep pushing your forearms into the floor and lifting, almost lifting your head off of the ground. Okay, so forearms down, but shoulders come up. Once you can hold this tucked position for a while and you feel pretty good, then you can start to straighten your legs. What we don't want is any kicking, flailing, like swinging using momentum. So with headstand, because we are upside down, we're on our cervical vertebrae, and they're small, so we want to come up with control and precision. There is no hurry to coming up into your headstand, okay? Once you're up, you keep sliding those shoulder blades up toward the sky, so you're pushing them away from the floor. You keep drawing your belly in, you keep squeezing your legs together. And breathe. So now you can bend your knees, stay up, 10, 15 breaths, 20 breaths. So in the beginning, you'll start to tuck as you lower down. Tuck, you might straighten a leg and lower, and then the other, okay? So you work there for a while until you're ready to come up with straight legs. So the exact same setup, always measure, I always measure. Been doing headstand for a long time, and I always measure. Okay, thumbs come up, because our perceptions can change. Push your forearms down. Now straight legs is going to be like a pike. So belly in, I want you to scoop belly in. Those legs come straight. I'm pushing my forearms down. I'm reaching my shoulder blades to the sky. I'm drawing my ribs in, and legs are active. Keep squeezing. Keep pushing those forearms down and reaching your shoulders up so that your neck stays nice and long. We don't want to compress those vertebrae. Now start to hinge down. So when we lower, legs stay straight. My butt shifts back as my feet come closer to the ground. And then they gently touch the floor. And you can rest in child's pose. Okay, so that's your bound hand headstand. Now a tripod headstand has 3 points, so we want to make a triangle between our hands and the crown of our head. There's still not too much pressure on the crown of your head. So if our posture is right, if our alignment is correct, then we're not going to worry about moving discs out of place. When in doubt, ask your teacher. Ask your doctor, okay? No hurry, there's no kicking up, there's no flailing. You need a strong core, strong shoulders, and a lot of body awareness. You need to be ready. So headstand is not opposed to just try to muscle into, because it doesn't work that way, all right? So that's when we can get hurt. Okay, so we're looking to make this triangle. Crown of your head comes down. Hands placed, fingers spread wide, a 90-degree bend in the elbows. We don't want them out. I want you to pull those elbows in. They're only shoulder distance apart. Same thing. You walk your feet up as close as you can. Ideally, we want our hips to be over our shoulders before we start to lift. Bend one knee. You might be holding here. You might be working here for months. That's fine. That's great. Eventually, you'll bend the other knee. Eventually, you'll straighten your legs. So I still didn't kick up, right? I still came up with control with both legs together. Hold, bend those knees, tuck, lower your feet to the floor. So then once you start working with straight legs, lift, lift, lift to lift. Keep your shoulders active, reaching up toward the sky. Those elbows only shoulder distance apart, not much farther. Legs stay zippered together, really squeeze together. Stay focused. Then you can lower down with straight legs, or if you're working in Bakasana, in your bird, your large bird, you can bring those knees up into your triceps and then shift your weight. So here I flex my spine, I lift my head off the ground, spine gets flexed, I look forward. Lots of core, lots of shoulders. And release. Okay, so those were your headstands for today. There are lots of variations of headstands. Always ask a qualified teacher when in doubt, and not even when in doubt, just always do. And nice work today, yogis and yoginis. I will see you tomorrow. Namaste.